to the middle classes, and the commoners and the slaves. Perhaps so, too, must we serve as an example to the family of the High Magistrate and his brother. Perhaps things will not be so doomed for my son after all. It will be hard for him, of course, if the main branch family continues on this path of decay. But if any boy will grow up to be able to put things right, I believe it is him. That's quite a lot to put on a... It's quite a lot to put on a boy. Let's see if Yuna has anything to say about this. Sorry, I don't think there's anything else about them you'll find relevant. Great. That's just great. Thanks, Yuna. That helps me a bunch. Alright, now we have this big kind of a gap here. And then here comes the fall. That's what's kind of song. Here comes the fall. At least nobody's going to say I didn't see this coming. News from Sangmin has gotten sacked just came in. Oh my. Which is definitely the death of any respectability in this family. Temporary leave, it's been described as, but it's obvious a political move on the part of the Emperor. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what he's playing at, too. He's hoping that making a move against Sangmin will push him over the edge, make him do something indefensibly stupid, and use that as an excuse to shuffle him off for good. It's a good plan. It'll work. Meanwhile, the Kim family seems to be up on the rise, getting ready to fill the gaps left by our collapse. Now it's all up to my son, and if he's not able to rebuild after all this, then the whole family is doomed to permanent decline. Everything rides on him. Looks like this boy is going to have to try to get the Smiths back up to their original status, but they seem to be falling. Anything to say? Sorry, I don't think there's anything else that you'd find relevant. Great. Well, we're done with Block 4, I'm guessing. Yep, that's it. Let's go back to home. Hey, Yuna's got a pretty dang short skirt, I've got to say. Very nice outfit, I must say, too. Very classy. Anyway, let's speak with Yuna. If you look on your interface, once you open a document, you can click on the little button of me to show me whatever it is. We know that. So, which subject do you wish me to know more about? Is there anything else you can say? If you look on your interface, once you open a document, you can click on the little button to show me whatever it is. So, which subject do you want me to show about? Oh. Whoa, sorry. You've heard that already, right? I think I just repeated myself there. I guess it's typical for an AI. Sorry, I kind of tend to do that. That's, well, that's the problem with computers. They tend to respond in the same way to things. That's no problem. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help it. Oh, don't worry about it. I won't mention it again, but, well, here. Let me change something to try to make things less confusing for you. If the Speak to Me menu button or the Show Message button is grayed out, that means I have nothing new for you. Oh, okay. Then those other things. Thank you. That really helps. And I don't have to hear you say, "Oh, there's nothing relevant about this shit." I'll be like, "Oh, great. Okay, good. Hopefully that will help. Otherwise, it's just a weird quirk you'll have to accept. Sorry. That's fine. I'm fine with that." Let's access some log documents. Let's move on. I guess to 6 would be next. Here's with mute. Oh, wait. It's a star above it. This means that there's another AI. Okay. Dear Smith, mute. Smith Kyung-sun, I don't know why you insist on putting this all in writing, when we could just have a perfectly good conversation, like. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to do it, whether you want. You're the man. I just think it's a little weird. I don't really get it. Anyway, as to your question, you're spot on about the pale bride, being the focus of attention in the royal family. Not for the reasons you wanted, though. I don't know where you heard of these rumors. But they are so not true. That girl? A troublemaker? No way. I don't see it. Like, it's the most convincing as it's not even convincing as a rumor. That girl is most polite, most obedient person I've ever seen in my entire life. The idea of her fighting with her husband is completely unimaginable. In over a month, I've never so much as heard her raise her voice in disagreement. She's quiet, courteous, and does everything she's told without even the slightest hesitation. My god, that's not even a person anymore, if they just do everything whatever you tell them to and they have no emotions. It's like a computer, almost like Yune. I'm sorry, but there's just no way you could possibly exploit any drama here. This is just an underdramatic as a situation as it gets, especially not compared to what the situation with your cousin and that courtesan. Ooh, getting into some juicy business. Don't get me wrong, she bugs the hell out of me. Oh, ooh, we got some hell in here, we got some swearing. The head girl is just too perfect. She's young, she's beautiful, she's demure to the point where I don't even think she has personality of her own. But she also gets along perfectly with the queen. Of course, she commands all the attention of the emperor. Like, can you blame him? I'm sorry, but there's no way he's ever going to be anything but extremely grateful to the Kim family for giving her over. Oh my. This isn't even a person anymore. To be perfect in every single way, that's not really. Oh wait, that's great. That was great. Oh wait, she has something to say. I guess it doesn't mean if it's great. Oh, written by Mute? Oops, I'm sorry. I don't really know how I got that in there. Why? It gives me some information. What's wrong with that? Yeah, don't pay any attention to that. Sorry, none of that really matters. I'll just go ahead and remove that. Wait, why are you removing? No, don't remove. Really, I'm not normally so much of a klutz, I swear. You don't need to remove it. There could be information in here. Oh great, she removed the entire block. Dang it! Now I won't know the ending of that juicy business between the courtesan and that guy. Oh. Block 9. New heir. Kim Young-sik. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong. Kim Young-sik. Kim Young-sik. When he died this year, the new heir. Kim Young-sik. When he died this year, my father was an absolute nobody. I don't say this to disrespect his honor. It's the complete opposite. He knew it. And that was a far worse fate than he ever deserved. It wasn't until I was maybe 16 that I even realized we were supposed to be from a noble family. Okay. Certainly we have never had much of means. Father was a minor official in an interior decks and spent his last days dealing with minor peasant disputes. Okay, of all things, peasant disputes. Of all things, peasant disputes. With the poverty we lived in, no wonder it never really sank in sank in that we were of noble blood. Not until I met the main family for the first time. They were proud, despite the fact that I now realized that they too were suffering from our same lack of royal favor. Not flavor. But I could tell the difference. They hadn't given up. Their son was still alive at the time, and even though he was a child half my age, I couldn't believe his confidence. It put us to shame, absolutely put us to shame. I think this is the boy that they said was supposed to gather all the pieces and, of course, renew the Kim standard of socialist class up to their normal one. But their son died later that year. Oh, shit, well, there goes that. And my father died just a few months ago. Oh, man. Oh, God. I didn't know what we were going to do. But Mother managed to convince sister's husband to adopt me into the main Kim family. I don't think it took much. Man, people are dying here. So now I'm there. just like that.